On the consumer front tonight, a closer look at a booming industry. People whose mission it is to take back the luxury toys of the over-leveraged rich. Action News consumer reporter Nydia Hahn is here to tell us about it. Nydia?
Hey Rob, we're introducing you to a local guy who isn't your typical repo man. This guy does high-end repossessions and says by taking back these pricey toys from overindulgent fat cats, he's helping put more money into the economy for all of us. This is the kind of repo you're probably used to seeing. Your average truck, van, or family sedan being towed away because the owner can't afford the payments.
There's like a Della Sierra to me.
But this repo is very different. Ken Cage goes after maxed out millionaires.
This is a toy, so we're dealing with egos as opposed to lives. The year is 2005.
Banks and attorneys have hired Cage to repossess everything from this 120-foot yacht worth $8.5 million to this Gulfstream jet worth $20 million to this racehorse.
This is the actual authorization to repossess. We're looking for a single engine. It's a diamond airplane.
It's owned by a man based out of the Midwest who happened to fly it into the Brandywine Airport for the weekend.
Haven't done this for so long. We've built up a huge collection of keys that will open most of these single-engine airplanes.
So they're generic keys for these planes, basically.
Pretty much.
Who knew? Now it's time to find the plane and see if its owner is anywhere in sight.
I get nervous every time.
Butterflies today.
Yes. You just never know what's going to happen. I mean, we've been chased with shovels. We've been attacked by football players, run over by cars, stuff like that. So you just never know.
Back to this repo, Cage and his partner Scott find the prize, but
out there. Oh, you got the kid.
After a strategy session,
we're going to go right up to the guy. I'm going to draw him away, try and get him into the airplane, and he'll walk in, and we'll see what happens. Can I talk to you over here, please, for a second?
Sure.
Got some news I have to give you here.
Turns out the man is a maintenance worker getting the plane ready to take off, and the owner is on his way.
Here's the order. I'm with the International Recovery Group. I can show you my IDs, my badges.
Cage tells the worker he's repossessing the plane, all while Scott has hopped in the plane and turned on the ignition.
Yeah, I don't think you should be taking it like
We're
that.
taking it.
No, you can't. Nope. He can't take that.
It's going.
Mission accomplished. Now, after Cage repossesses luxury items, he sells them to a new buyer.
Most of our inventory is just coming and going so fast. A lot of overseas and South American buyers right now.
Cage turns the proceeds over to the bank, minus his fees and expenses, of course. Business is booming, up sixfold since 2007. And Cage says, in the end, his repos go a long way in helping the overall economy.
One bank just is going to probably take a $40,000, $50,000 hit on this. Everybody should care because this hurts everybody. There's that much less money that a bank will lend now.
Of course, some people say the problem is even though banks are actually making big profits these days and have the money to lend, they simply aren't doing it right now, funneling that money back to the consumer. But so Cage, for one, says he's doing his part, and indeed I think many would agree, and it's a fascinating job regardless.
It is fascinating. Quite a report. Thank you, Nydia, for that. On